My name is John Smith. I'm marketing director here at Alamo Drafthouse. Been with the company for more than 10 years.
With this event being such a love letter to the Jaws film, do you have any personal connection with Jaws? And maybe what do you think of the film itself?
Oh, wow. I mean, growing up, kid of the 80s into the 90s, I mean, these were iconic films. Whether you saw them or not, you knew all the beats. Famously, like everyone just knows just the beginning of the score, like two notes, and you're there with it. So super terrified, and really just captures generations of fans across the decade. Jaws, the original, is so iconic and so hard to match.
What has Alamo Drafthouse's connection been to Jaws in the past?
We started as a single screen theater back in 1997, primarily showing old films. From the beginning, showing classic films, we call them repertory films, among other things, has been a key part of what we do. And Jaws, as one of those like top tier, most iconic films that people love, has always been a part of it. This being the 50th anniversary, super excited to lean into it and join everyone else around the country having fun celebrating this movie.
Awesome. Is there any at all a sort of tradition when it comes to the Jaws screenings?
Here at Alamo, for years, we've tried to find fun, interactive ways of celebrating the films. So some of them being like movie party events, and we used to call them quote-alongs, but they're movie party events or celebrations of the film, sometimes with props, sometimes with costumes or contests. I have for here, I didn't blow this up, but this, for instance, is an inflatable koozie that we're going to have for the movie party screenings in late May of this year. And this is a boat bath bomb that I'm told when this gets dropped into the bath, the blue will turn red, which and there'll be a shark inside of it. So that's terrifying. And then this, I didn't test this out. I might be the only person to have this, but this is, I guess everyone's going to get one of these things. I don't know. I think maybe, do I have it the right way? I don't know if I have it the right way, but I'm just going to leave it like this for the rest of the day. No, I'm not. But yeah, so
I think it suits you. I think it looks great on you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so we've done things along these lines. Revamping every so often for years and years, and done that. And at the end of the day, whether it's a movie party or it's a Jaws in the Water screening, or it's just showing it on the big screen with a captivated audience, it's an amazing experience. Always is.
Is it really fun getting to see like a lot of the younger audiences getting to be now introduced to this movie, especially in theaters, like as they should be seen?
Absolutely. That's a key part of what we do is, we know that obviously there's a lot of movies that you'll wind up watching on the couch, you wind up watching off a stream, but there is something special to being in an audience and feeling the vibe and feeling the terror, and being with people who haven't really fully experienced it. There's a lot of movies that I don't know about you, but like there are movies that you think you've watched because you've seen large chunks of over the years. I think Jaws might be one of those for some people where it's so baked into our culture that you think you've seen it, but you haven't really seen it if you haven't seen it in full, no stopping, no looking at your phone with the audience, and that's what we do at Alamo.
Is there any plan for Jaws on a national level, like what's going on in Martha's Vineyard for the celebration?
Yeah, so we're working with the Chamber of Commerce out in Martha's Vineyard for a Jaws screening. It'll actually be in Martha's Vineyard where the film was shot. So it's a full immersion event ultimately.
What was the thought process like going into the 50th anniversary of Jaws? Did y'all always know you were going to go all out with this?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we've been talking about this for more than a year, probably multiple years at this stage. Again, we show it just about every year, and so for us, it's a natural thing where it's really just activating things that we're doing all the time. The Jaws in the Water event, for instance. So the premise is that we've got a floating screen, a big blow-up screen that's either floating or it's on a little small landmass, and we give everyone who attends a custom inner tube that's got Jaws designs on it, and which you get to keep, by the way. So it's part of your
great.
ticket. And we do it at a water park. These last few years, we've been doing it at Valente Beach Water Park, just outside of Austin. And so your ticket includes going to the water park and also includes the screening where you're floating in the water, watching the movie with everyone else while it's dark. And yeah, little surprises that'll come along. We may or may not pay scuba divers to sneak around and spook you when possible.
That's got to be just a whole other experience to go through.
It's super cool, and the other minor spoiler is always do a fireworks show that hits when the boat explodes, and so getting that timed and having that hit at exactly the right moment is always so fun.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really cool. What exactly are your all's plans for Jaws here in Austin?
Well, so the Jaws in the Water screenings, we're doing 2 dates in June, 2 dates in July. We're also at the end of May going to be doing the Jaws movie parties. That's what these weird props are for. And so those tickets are on sale right now. The Jaws on the Water screening events, tickets will be on sale in late April, early May.
Okay, awesome. Are there any moments when they're being screened here in Drafthouse that you're hoping people get like a good reaction out of?
Like with anything else, especially if you're there with an audience that's not seeing it for the first time, that first kill, when the chaos that erupts and Chief Brody is freaking out, and all the families are freaking out, like watching that creeping dread seep in is pretty cool, and so it's always great to watch.
That's awesome. What makes Jaws a timeless movie-going experience? And is there anything that you think will bring people back after 50 years?
Well, in terms of timelessness, it's a film that obviously was made by one of the great storytellers of all time. Wasn't his first movie, but one of his first movies. And, it was him working within constraints and him figuring out how to make things work with an incredible cast of all-timers. Famously, the shark model didn't work very well, and so that meant that you don't see the shark very much. And of course, that adds to the dread, that adds to the fear that's kind of baked into things. And so that sort of low-key approach, it's a blockbuster, but it's not a big special effects laden blockbuster. It does make it timeless. It doesn't age in the way that other films produced in that era that had special effects aged.
Yeah, it's almost like with the rough production it had,
Yeah.
it's almost like that was what it needed. Everything worked perfectly.
Everything worked perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a timeless film for sure.
Timeless film, and yeah, the films in that era shaped the way that films are made and marketed and are seen, and obviously it made Steven Spielberg's career. It wasn't his first film, but certainly his first major film. And when you think about everything that he's done and the way he's shaped the way that we view films these past 50 years, it's massive. And so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great seeing people back in the theaters to see this film and to just have a blast watching Jaws. Yeah.
Well, those are all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.